Long ago, in a peaceful corner of Equestria, the 4 seasons were guarded by 4 magical alicorns: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Spring was the first to awaken each year. With her soft pink and green mane covered in flowers, she flew across the meadows, touching the earth with her magic. Wherever she went, tiny flowers opened, trees grew fresh leaves, and sleepy animals emerged from their homes. Every day is a new beginning, Spring said with a smile. When Spring's work was finished, Summer arrived in a burst of golden light. Her warm, colorful mane shimmered like sunshine, and her wings glowed like the afternoon sky. She filled Equestria with long sunny days, warm breezes, beaches, picnics, and laughter. Life is an adventure, Summer called happily as she soared above the clouds. Then came Autumn, the gentle princess of change. Her orange-red mane flowed like falling leaves, and her golden wings carried her through forests painted in red, amber, and brown. With a sweep of her magic, leaves began to fall, pumpkins ripened, and the air became crisp. Change can be beautiful, Autumn whispered. Finally, when Autumn's golden leaves covered the ground, Winter descended from the northern mountains. She was calm and graceful, with a silvery blue mane that sparkled like frost. Snowflakes followed wherever she flew, covering the land in a peaceful blanket of white. Even in the coldest season, Winter said softly, there is magic. For centuries, the 4 sisters worked together perfectly. But one year, something went terribly wrong. Spring woke early and discovered that the flowers would not bloom. Summer arrived, but the sun remained hidden behind thick clouds. Autumn tried to turn the leaves golden, but they stayed green. And when winter arrived, she could not summon a single snowflake. The 4 alicorns met at the ancient seasonal tree, whose branches had always connected their magic. The tree is dying, Winter said sadly. Spring touched its roots. Someone has stolen the magic from the tree. Suddenly, a dark crack appeared in the ground. From beneath the seasonal tree rose a strange shadow creature called the Seasonless, a being that wanted to erase the seasons forever. If there are no seasons, it hissed, nothing will ever change again. The 4 sisters stood their ground, but they quickly realized that fighting the Seasonless would only make things worse. Every time they attacked, the creature grew stronger, feeding on their anger and fear. We can't defeat it by force, Winter said. Autumn looked toward the dying seasonal tree. Its branches were bare, but deep beneath the soil, she noticed 4 tiny roots glowing faintly. The tree doesn't need us to fight, Autumn whispered. It needs us to remember what the seasons truly mean. The 4 sisters gathered around the dying seasonal tree. Spring stepped forward first. She looked at the tiny seed lying beside the tree and gently placed it into the earth. Spring is about new beginnings, she said. Even when something seems lost, there is always a chance for new life. She carefully covered the seed with soil. Then Summer stepped forward. She spread her wings and watched the seed beneath the warm sunlight. Summer is about joy, life, and growth, she said. Life needs warmth, happiness, and time to flourish. Autumn came next. She looked at the bare branches of the seasonal tree and gathered fallen leaves from the ground. Autumn is about change and letting go, she said. Sometimes we must accept that things cannot stay the same forever. Letting go gives new things room to grow. She gently placed the leaves around the seed. Finally, winter approached. She looked at the sleeping earth and smiled. Winter is about rest, patience, and renewal, she said. Not everything needs to grow all the time. Sometimes the world must become quiet so that it can prepare for what comes next. Winter sat beside the seed and waited patiently with her sisters. For a long while, nothing happened. The sisters didn't give up. They simply waited. Spring waited with hope. Summer waited with joy. Autumn waited with acceptance. Winter waited with patience. Then, beneath the soil, something moved. A tiny green sprout pushed through the earth. The sisters smiled. The seasonless stared at the little plant. It had expected the sisters to fight, but they had done something much more powerful. They had understood the seasons. Spring had shown hope. Summer had shown life and happiness. Autumn had shown change and acceptance. Winter had shown patience and rest. The little sprout continued to grow. Its stem became stronger. Tiny leaves unfolded. Soon flowers appeared. The seasonal tree began to recover as its roots slowly came back to life. The seasonless began to fade. "You cannot erase the seasons," Autumn said softly. "They are part of everything that lives. And every season has a purpose," Spring added. "Together they make life beautiful," Summer said. And sometimes, Winter smiled. "The most important thing we can do is simply wait for a new beginning." The seasonless disappeared completely. The seasonal tree blossomed once more, its branches carrying flowers, green leaves, golden leaves, and tiny crystals of snow all at once. The 4 sisters stood beneath it together. They had saved Equestria without using their magic. They had saved it by remembering what the seasons truly meant. And from that day forward, the 4 alicorns became more than guardians of the changing year. They became guardians of hope, joy, change, and patience.